Hello again. So, as usual, a one take video. I'm not going to do editing. It will be interesting, I think. It's about manipulation, the truth, autistic behavior, antisocial behavior, how it all connects in preventing from getting the truth or just getting clickbaits. And it came from this channel, and I thought back to other topics. Britain is Falling is a clickbait channel. It's about, there are issues in the UK going on. It's like you're getting a report at police visits for writing something on Facebook or Twitter, etc. And you get this insane notion of, let's look at here, non-crime hate incidents where the police come visit you. I watched a video, a bit of it recently, of a journalist, Alison Pearson. I had watched her long ago on TV when I still had a TV, a little bit now and then. So I knew her and a bit about her. And she told that the police came to visit her because of a tweet a year or so ago, something very innocent. And they were telling her that the police, that they were investigating her. And I thought, why? Why are you doing that? If you have some crime, then you arrest someone. If there's no crime, you don't arrest somebody, but you don't also visit. Yeah, we're visiting your house because we have reason to believe that you're a burglar. The police never does that. What kind of bullshit is that? It's like an intimidation campaign, really. That's what's going on. Was an incident or alleged incident which involves or is alleged to involve acts by a person which is perceived by a person other than subject to be motivated wholly or partially by hostility or prejudice towards persons with a particular characteristic. Well, a particular characteristic, anyone can fall under that. This is complete nonsense, but the whole concept is nonsense. Of course, in the UK, there's not really free speech, and that is a problem in discovering the truth, because then you cannot get to the truth. And it was even so, and I made a page about this. Elite claims about numbers of copies sold. So Elite is a computer game from 1984, created by Ian Bell and David Braben, the manual and the origins of Elite. And I created this page in 2010 to prevent removal of information on Wikipedia about the true numbers of copies sold of Elite, which this fake number came from a book or an article in the Guardian, which was an edited extract from Francis Spufford's book, Backroom Boys, 2003. 6th of November 2003 it was published. The edited extract was earlier on the internet by The Guardian, and I criticized it heavily on a mailing list for retro computing. And I posted there my numbers for computers sold, the BBC microcomputer, which was a computer created by Acorn, who created later the ARM microprocessor, which ARM stood for at the time Acorn RISC machine and not our advanced RISC machines. I think they're now saying that acronym stands for, so the acronyms stay the same, but they changed the words on which it was supposedly based. So it was Acorn RISC machine at the start. And so it's created by Acorn. And Acorn collaborated with the BBC, the British Broadcasting Corporation, to create a computer suitable for education. And the BBC name was, of course, attached to this computer, which Acorn would have to pay for, and in a sort of way that was paying for advertising. The computer would be used on TV programs. Let's see. So this, I wrote this debunking of what Spufford wrote in 2003, and then I later saw on Wikipedia the number of the same claim of the same number of BBC Micros had been sold as copies of the game of Elite, and this is not true. It was there are far more BBC micros sold, so there was claiming there's a 1-1. Everyone had one copy. Every owner of the computer had a copy of Elite, which is not true. And some more on Wikipedia then removed my edits, saying mailing lists reference is not allowed. Yeah, but it's not a reference. My mailing list article. It was it contained the recipe on how to deduce that the claimed numbers that from Spufford's book and article were fake. And then you may wonder, where does he get this information? That's also an interesting story, and it goes to David Braben, because I deduced that was David Braben, and I was correct. David Braben is a storyteller. He's litigious. That's why a lot of people did not engage into correcting him and correcting this story. But I did in 2003. I said this is bogus. But then also I said later, this is Braben. I'm sure of it, because he tells almost the same story as Spufford tells in his book about the origins of the UK computing scene, if you want to call it that, at that time, with how limited computers are, what they do at startup, etc. And style also, exactly the same. And someone from Acorn, at the time, there were insane libel laws in the UK. Where is it? I wrote about it here on this page as well. Here we come to a problem in that if it is Braben, well, he is litigious, and the UK has inane libel laws that can be used to suppress the truth. Even telling something that is true, you can be sued and found guilty simply because the truth you tell will harm someone's business. And that had changed, and I was told, and after that change, someone from Acornsoft got into contact with me and told me the truth. And that indeed I was right, that my guess that it was Braben who told this story to Spufford was correct, and that he and others had been in contact with Spufford, but he did not want to delay the book. He had a deadline, he wanted to keep it, and he was not interested in the truth, but also he got in contact with others later. And of course he got in contact with Braben much earlier, because Braben is a fairly outspoken guy, I suppose also fairly easy to get hold of. In any case, I wrote in this article, by the way, here you can see I posted it from my PC in 2003, 26th of October, using FreeBSD 4.7. Okay. I wrote, this writer uses prose before facts, and the style is that of a novel. Yuck. Example of errors and omissions. Now keep this in mind. So this is what I thought when reading that edited extract. And now we go to Backroom Boys. So I don't know if this about the author was included. No, this is recent, because he mentioned here 2023. Officially, I was a writer of non-fiction for the first half of my career, and I certainly enjoyed scraping up against the stubborn, resistant, endlessly interesting surface of the real world, blah, 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 blah. But when I was excited by what I was writing about, what I wanted to do with my excitement was always to tell a story. So every one of my non-fiction books borrowed techniques from the novel. The contained section where I came close to behaving like a novelist. Exactly what I said in 2003. I said it reads like a novel. Prose before facts. He does not properly research. And it's strange. He said he's a child of two historians. I teach writing at Goldsmiths College. Yeah, but he does not teach proper research. Doing proper research for a factual article or book. And strangely, I wrote on my webpage that that this guy uses flowery language. I could not find this comment again, but maybe I overlooked something. You need to press on show more. This is one of the examples of critical comments. There are not that many, and still gives it a good rating. I said on my page, if he can't be bothered to search out the truth on a very simple to research facts, how can you trust any of it? You can read it on my website. I'll put a link. And this guy says, for two interconnected reasons, why do I hold back from 5 stars? For two interconnected reasons. Spufford cannot resist dabbling in areas where he displays conspicuous ignorance. On the chapter on Concord, for example, he describes the financial aspects of the project in terms which are frankly laughable. I'll skip a bit. It's a real shame and rather ironic. Spufford clearly reveres those with specialist knowledge in some areas, but then cannot be bothered to use the expertise of those in other areas to find out facts. Correct? And he still gives it a good rating. That was strange to me. Another guy said flowery language, which I also said, of course, at the start in 2003 in my criticism. Prose before facts, and it reads like a novel. Let's go back to this video. I got back to all of that from this video because there are similar things going on. It's related to the issue of free speech, and this video is about, you don't really have free speech in the UK, but this criticizes what goes on, but he tells this. Now listen closely.
Tweet and say 2 years in prison for this tweet or something bullshit like that, So anyway, I think that's, with Trump elected, we can put a stop to that stuff and say no way.
When news broke about Jeremy Clarkson's alleged arrest, one high-profile figure...
Did you notice what he said? Or he? It sounds like a robot voice. Alleged arrest. There was no arrest. This is not real. Or this is another section actually. The origin, that section is...
Clarkson in a way that stirred up the conversation.
This is it.
Could I ask you just to calm down? And your continued presence here is constituted...
Okay, that's actually fake. That's not real arrest. That is this video. This video. See the same van, same man for the police. These are not real police. These are Ant and Dak, which are some sort of TV personalities. I don't know them. I've never watched anything on any UK channel recently, maybe 10 years or more. I think since 2010 perhaps, or earlier even. I didn't watch any TV anymore. In any case, this was not real, but this guy says alleged arrest. Now there's a problem in the UK with free speech. People getting visited by police for non-crime hate incidents. Where is it? This. So, non-crime hate incidents, and this applies to just about anything. You can apply this to anything, anyone. This is complete nonsense. And I saw a video a little bit about from a journalist called Alison Pearson. She was visited by police and they could not tell her what it was about, or did not want to tell her, but just told her it's about a non-crime hate incident. Yeah, what's it about? Yeah, we can't tell you, or something. And there are other things going on. It's not just the UK, by the way. You have things like that as well in the Netherlands, getting visits from the police for a Facebook posting, for example. Yeah, go do your job and get people who steal bicycles or who break into houses. Stupid nonsense. So there is a problem in the UK, and this video addresses that, but it's fake. It's clickbait. I wrote, when news broke about Jeremy Clarkson's alleged arrest, you use alleged because it's not true. The clip is from a joke by Ant and Dec in 2022. You are just a clickbait channel. And people here don't seem to know this. It's ridiculous. I mean, you should immediately know from this one word, alleged arrest. It's not an alleged. He did something alleged, but the police arrested someone. You can just say that. There's no need to use alleged. From that you already know something. And as I mentioned in this article, it's very interesting. You can know a lot about people just from a few words very quickly. And here from this article, I knew what this guy Spufford was about. He was a bad researcher. He wrote factual stuff like a novel. And then he wrote it himself in this page about himself, the author. This is from 2023, and now 2023. Nothing he writes has any value. nothing that is factual, because you don't know what is real. He doesn't do proper research. And of course, this other video is manipulation, and it's about the problems in the UK which are real, but it's a bullshit channel. Okay, that's it for now. Bye.